Yes, thank you very much, especially to COTY for the very nice words, and I'm very proud of, in the name of Papacks, to be a part of that green revolution, let's say, yeah, because we heard there are solutions and we have to do that. And my name is Lassin Duck, I'm the founder and CEO of Papacks, and what we do, we heard before, but we are a developer and manufacturer of innovative renewable materials and organic coatings. So we bring the fibers with the right ratio and recipes of coatings together for a circular economy. In 2013, we are very young, 8 years now. In 2013, we founded as a garage startup, really in a garage, not just for the history. And now we operate in 7 locations around Europe and especially in the United States. It's the Netherlands, we have plants in Germany, in Czech Republic, and we bring with innovative and 55 patents the circular economy way with global partners like COTY and different industries together. And all what we where we see the solutions is our mission to bring the fundamental vision to get in a packaging industry without plastic, like the very good title for this conference today. And everything we design, we begin to design with our partners, with our brands. It's always in a circularity to be and make sure that it's 100% compostable and recyclable. And if you want it in one sentence, we have a huge knowledge to prepare fibers, and we heard a lot of selfie fibers today. It's very new fibers and new technologies, or biogas plants fibers, and I think we have to find the solutions to stop cutting the trees. Cellulose is that what we know, but we have renewable materials like hemp. We have to push more for a circular economy way. And as you said, Volker, from take the movement from linear to a circular economy. I think it is very important for us. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name is Volker Meyer. I'm engineering leader Luxury Global, as well as Director Global Engineering as well. I'm working for COTY. It's a global beauty player in industry and leader. We are #1 in fragrance, #3 in color cosmetics, and we have 77 renowned consumer brands, for example Gucci, Burberry, Sally Hansen or CoverGirl. And ever since COTY pioneered the world's first synthetic fragrance, we have pushed the limits of beauty. And since 1904, COTY has pioneered positive innovations across the beauty industry. And in 2018, we joined, COTY joined the Al MacArthur network. And in 2020, we launched the strategy I just have shown, Beauty That Lasts, which are a collection of KPIs for going for sustainability. And the reason we decided to go to the Fibercast solution, which I presented earlier, was kind of the CO2 reduction, going away from plastic mainly, and leading the effort. We are able now with this to reduce 95% of our plastic trays in our plants. And this is only beauty industry, and more to come in other plants. And we can use this technology with our existing equipment, so we don't have to modify any of our equipment, and that's the beauty of this project.
My name is Stefan Valinias. I'm founder and CEO of the BUSHPLANET group, which was founded in 1997 to become a leader in wholesale and retail of cannabis-related products. And today we have 80 employees and 6 outlets in the greater Vienna region. And due to our comprehensive knowledge of growing cannabis, we are Austria's leading company in that booming sector. The reason why we decided to replace plastic-based products by plant-based alternatives is because nature is at the core of our business. And without a healthy nature and a sustainable business approach, we would not be able to drive it long term. So this is why we have been using, for example, green energy since 1999. And since 2015, we have replaced our whole cars in the company by electric cars. And this year we have decided to stop plastic packaging for the packaging of cannabis flowers, and replace it by a fiber-based packaging material that is fully organic and hence compostable instead. So that's why we teamed up with Papacks, and we are developing packaging for cannabis flowers on fiber-based.
Yes, my name is Timo Porsch. I'm the CEO of PERIPLAST, which is a family-owned company of plastic injection molding. It was founded in 1978. We produce mainly spools for yarn, for textile industry, for electronics, and for medical purposes. Our manufacturing sites are in Germany and Romania. Since 2010, we are a family-owned company or family company. Therefore, we are interested in sustainable solutions. And we searched since 2010 for a good solution for bioplastics or similar stuff, but we didn't find any, which is good and affordable. We tried different types, but we didn't find any. But the demand is there and it is increasing, so we thought about developing our own. And we developed a material which is good for our standards, and that's the thing that I want to present.
Yeah. So the alternative material that you have developed is not bioplastics?
No, it's not bioplastics. It's a different stuff. Bioplastics mainly is PLA or PLA blends at the moment at the market. But the thing with PLA or PLA blends is that they are only industrial compostable. And they are mainly only of 70% biomaterial and 30% anything else, 70 or 60%. And at the end, if they are only industrial compostable, it means if you throw it in the nature, they will stay there because you don't have 70 degrees in the forest. Therefore, I don't think it's a good idea to use it. We developed a material that is home compostable, so you can throw it on your own compost and it will compost. And second, it is recyclable very lightly in the paper waste. And therefore, and in addition, you can use it in standard plastic injection molding machines. That's a very important thing because this injection molding is a very cheap method to produce parts. Therefore, it's one reason why plastic is quite cheap. And therefore, our material is fully plant-based and therefore serves as a carbon sink and becomes carbon neutral if it is composted. But if it is not, if it is used again or recycled, it is a carbon sink. That's the good thing. And the difference to PLA or other stuff, because PLA is not recyclable in the systems that we have.
So, from your perspective, how do you consider the market potential for this type of alternative materials now? Do you think that materials like IMG that Timo just referred to, are they ready? Are they also accepted by the market? And are they price competitive? So what's the potential?
Yes, the potential is huge. This is gigantic. You have to see that we have here different, a complete solution for circular economy, but at different technologies. So it is very easy to show you, and we have here a stand at the exhibition sites, and then you can see the products, you can touch them, you can feel them, and you can taste them, prove them. And what we do is, we call this IMG, we put the IMG with fiber together. So what we can do is, one of the questions was the fiber bottle. You know, some fiber bottle solutions, they are really in a good way, and it is very important for us all to district plastic and ban plastic, and what we do is to put this both together, and then we have let's call hybrid systems. So we have from the knowledge of Papex also the recipes of the right fibers, and we have the coatings to our work for the requirements which the client brings, and what we need is to ban this last 5% of the plastic, and we put the IMG with the fiber together. And this is a really complete solution for circular economy, and we go next year, let's say middle of the year, in really mass production. Especially in the first quarter, the company friends of us, PERIPLAST, are scale up with facility capacities, so in really mass production. They will produce the granulate, and we bring it in this new solutions with the packagings together. And this is what we do, and the potential is so high that they are the globally big partners. Everybody here is known them, or they are here maybe, but we are in development stages to bring these requirements with this solution together.
So we started out in Cologne and tested this. We were like locally very close to Papacks to develop these things. Now, like because of our sustainability vision, also other plants are asking. So we are now extending this to Spain and to France, those things. So we extend this, so the material base will get bigger, because they are, like when everybody moves over, there's more material in this system.
So geographically, you extend it geographically already?
We are extending it geographically, exactly. And this, and the next step would be to have other industries also participating in this circular movement, and to create on the planet, if you imagine red dots with a depot, there's more and more depots coming up in the future, and then it's also easier to move material from one depot to another if the cleanliness level is sufficient. And this is the idea. In the beginning, there's the plastic avoidance to take out oil out of the soil. There is, of course, the advantage of which brings the material itself, and those are the main benefits. Next to it's run in circular way, and therefore we save also material itself.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of regulations worldwide in the cannabis market. And a lot of countries are legalizing cannabis for medical purposes or even for recreational use. And in my company, we sell cannabis light flowers at a large scale. And so how to pack these flowers, the packaging has to be smell-proof, reclosable, child-proof, and so on. So I've done an extensive research for the right packaging, which is also eco-friendly and sustainable, and I found out there is no packaging like that on the market. So I think that the main challenge is to meet customer demand for more eco-friendly packaging solutions by replacing plastic bags, tins, jars, and so on by a circular solution. And of course, we also should keep in focus that we need to have a good price for that kind of products. So when I learned that Papacks is able to develop compostable coffee capsules, the idea was to make something similar for cannabis flowers. And with touching that, I met the ideal partner to develop such a project. And we want our advantage is that hemp fibers which drop off in the hemp packaging process can be used as an ingredient as well for the IMG and the fiber cast production. And here an example, we have here a product made out of 100% hemp, so we use the fibers which is a waste in the flower production for the packaging of the flowers itself. Combined with the IMG material, we have a perfect solution which fulfills all needs for sustainable packaging.
Also in the IMG is hemp fiber. So
it's also
fully solution.
Okay.
100% the waste of the hemp and in one circular container.
Yeah. So our main goal is to make these hemp caps the state-of-the-art packaging in the cannabis industry. So there's a lot of demand, especially from huge companies who produce flowers for medical purposes, and they're all packed in plastic jars right now. And so there's millions every day we can replace with that. Yeah, well, I think technology-wise we are on a pretty good way, but we have to compete with plastic packaging, which is in the market for, let's say, 100 years and totally scaled up, and the cost for plastic is packaging is very low. But that does not reflect when you count in all environmental problems plastic is causing, then the price for the packaging does not reflect the real cost. So my personal wish is that the government and the European Union will create a tax law for plastic packaging which makes it less attractive for the industries.
It's a fiber-based solution need to be, if they are possible to use, need to be cheaper than this, and this only can be done with not substituting oil-producing things. Another point is if you have low-volume items, like, for example, those trays in a way, they are. If you have low volume of products, you only need very few trays, and it's very difficult to calculate this positively when you have kind of so cheap costs which are optimized since years versus this type of packaging with fibers. And all of this is, it's a huge effort right now to convince people, number one, that this works, number two, to have the cost comparison right, and we need legislation to help in moving these things forward.
Yeah, it's absolutely clear. We need something like the green lobbying tool in Brussels. This is very important because there is no dual system for a new material. So we have to build a dual system for a new material. It is not bio-based, we learned it. It is absolutely natural, and it dissolves without one of our coatings if you want it, so you can put the IMG in the water if you want that it's dissolved and there is no, 5,000 or 1,000 years like plastic. We are not against plastic, but plastic in the packaging industry for single-use plastic is not logical for us. Yeah. So if you bring it with the right coating, it's then langlebiger. You can have it. Yes. And if not, it's dissolved. So, and because of that, we need help from the political side. So we are.
One important extra thing is it's a misconception. This can be used in standard injection molding machines.
Yeah.
This is very important because the injection molding is cheap. You can do it, you can use it, and there are the machines. You can use the existing machines, and that's the thing that is you don't have to modify them. We used it on a 25-year-old machine and a quite new machine. It works, and you can produce material which is similar in use for plastics, which is natural material, which dissolves in water, which can probably be used in paper recycling, and that's a thing that should also be looked at. That if something dissolves in water, it should be no problem for paper recycling. But there is no legislation for it.
We have to get its certifications here in Germany for that. We know at the status quo it is no problem because we know what is the recipe of that product. But it is logical that we have to prove it, we have to invest and get the engagement in it, and we have to get the certifications for that. And yes, we are doing that, and we will reach these goals, but it takes time, and this is the start.
It's really just to get more idea of the bottle, which looks fantastic from where I'm sitting.
From near to.
From near to, we can show you later on.
Trust.
What is the plan for the bottle? Is it mass market ready? Is it on price point? And a second quick question would be, are you aiming it for liquids, or are you aiming it to be optional for dry goods and liquids?
Yes, it's both. Yeah, you can, or let's say our solution will be going mass production next year. We are in the last stages for the ordering the technical machinery we need for that. We will start with multiple and different designs. So it's a new machine, it's a new recipes, it's a coating, belongs of your requirements. So if you have a liquid product, we need some coatings from us, which are approved, and we bring it with the fiber and your product together, all in BSC and HACCP management systems. So and if it's not liquid, then it's easier for us. But both is options, yeah, for that. And we start with one design, or two designs, or three designs, smaller designs, bigger designs. You know, there are huge multiple options on the market, from oil beverages until other beverages, smaller beverages. It's a gigantic market.
When we talk about closing the loop, which means that your packaging would go back into the industry and you would use it again as the packaging or product. How do you see the consumer perspective in disposal and also collecting this material back to you? And also another question regarding the bottle. I don't know if there any studies regarding contamination. Then it would be allowed to take the bottle after using. And how do you see also the disposal of this kind of packaging? Because in my point of view, would be something completely new for the consumers, and where they should dispose of it. And if it is compostable, okay, but where they would put it and how we would take it back to the industry. Thank you.
Yes, there are multiple issues and problems. We have to get solutions for that. First of all, we speak here for food grade, and there are transportation trays non-food grade. So just give you some ideas, and the others we have to discuss and find the solution on the table together. Here, 4 industries, every different, and find solutions. Maybe it starts at a food product. Then if came the raw materials back to the depots, we reproduce them like transportation trays, and then you have the first answers for that. And of course we have different management systems, not allowed to get a food contaminated product back and to produce or reproduce a new bottle. This is not the solution for us. And so, because of that, of the requirements, we have really, it's new products, also IMG and also the fiber bottle. We invest a lot of time in the last years to get it like today and show it to you. And now we need the next steps to scale it really up. And it's not just a solution for Germany or for Europe, it's a solution, we have partners in the United States also. It's a solution all around the world. And what is very positive is we have partners like COTY. They have 11 plants globally, and so we can combine these two industries, food products, food safe industry, and the transportation trays together. And this is a good benefit, I think. Yeah.
I think putting this in depots, and the question is what quality grade of depot you are kind of collecting. And then maybe even combining depots afterwards, maybe a bottle can be a tray in the future. And I think this needs to be the experience we get now with these, when everybody changes, how we can combine these things.
And maybe one sentence, if I jump in, today to get this solution for business to business, we proved it. It's a good way. And to the question, maybe business to customer, is there are solutions, there are ways to prove them, and we have to be creative to find them. if somebody of the customers give this bottle back in, I don't know, the market bag, and then the market the raw material to us, I don't know, maybe not yet, maybe in 3 years or 5 years, but we have these solutions to prove and to find the ways to do that in the future. Yeah.
So we incorporated this in the analysis with this 85% yes. So right now it's it's Germany, and therefore, it depends also where the bottle producer sits, and this works, like this is incorporated in this. What we have not done yet is kind of extend this now to Spain and France, but this then will be compensated, this longer distances, by if you get more points on the planet, then you will have much less transportation waste. And I think it will be an effect which we will see over time, that you will be better. So.
Okay. And the second one, how do you deal with the new dependency on just one supplier?
In general, so far we get good reaction times, and but it will be it's a capacity. They have a lot of capacity available, so they have more capacity than we can currently use, and we are going steadily up. And like we are talking about planning kind of the next production units for those trays, and especially also to have smaller units available which we can place into the suppliers for us to be more flexible and to be where it's needed, to also gain the material there, and which also answers the first question of CO2 footprint.
2 or 3 questions. The first one is like the bottle. Which is the capacity of the bottle? It can be bigger, like 2 or 3 liters, for example. Then, are the retailers educated already to incorporate this kind of material to their shelves? Or it's a work to be done there, and how long it will take? And is the recycling stream of the ready for this new material, and how you will approach to this? Thank you.
Maybe the bottom question for me. Yes, you have to. We start with different kinds of forms, and the capacity of the machine per year depends of your form. You have a big bottle, like 1 liter. It is possible. So we have some area where we can play with you, like a development stage for the designs and for the form. One typically machine we build for that products is around about 30 million pieces, and we are in a scaling form. So at the moment we have 3 plants where we produce, 2 in Germany and 1 in Netherlands, and we scale very fast.
3 liters?
We have to prove that. It's a combination of the right tooling, the right recipe of the fibers because of the stability and strongness, and of course about the designs for the right coating applications also, and it belongs to your requirements. Do you want it very smooth? It's another step, or if you want it very natural, we have to prove that. We have to take a bit of time for that.